The Awakening of Humanity. In the year 2157, humanity stood at the precipice of a new era. After centuries of exploration and discovery, Earth had finally developed the technology to venture beyond its solar system. This groundbreaking achievement was not merely a testament to human ingenuity, but a desperate response to the existential threats looming over the planet. Climate change, resource depletion, and geopolitical tensions had pushed humanity to seek refuge among the stars. The journey begins. Admiral Elena Rodriguez stood on the bridge of the ESS Horizon, Earth's first true interstellar vessel. At just 45 years old, she was considered young for such a critical command, but her brilliance in both tactics and diplomacy had earned her this position. As she gazed out at the star-studded blackness of space, she felt the weight of humanity's future resting heavily on her shoulders. "Final checks complete," reported Commander Takashi Yamamoto, her executive officer. "We're ready to make the jump on your order." Elena nodded, her dark eyes fixed on the viewscreen displaying the vastness before them. "Initiate jump sequence, Commander. Let's make history." With a slight shudder, the Horizon engaged its experimental faster-than-light drive. In a flash of blue-white light, they vanished from the edge of Earth's solar system, reappearing light-years away in a system only seen through telescopes. As cheers erupted from the crew, an alarm suddenly blared throughout the ship. "Multiple contacts," shouted the sensor officer. "Large vessels on an intercept course." The unknown encounter. Elena's training kicked in immediately. Battle stations, raise shields and charge weapons, but do not fire unless fired upon. Open all communication channels. The view screen flickered to life, revealing a flotilla of ships that dwarfed the horizon. Their designs were alien and beautiful, smooth lines and iridescent materials that seemed to shift and flow like liquid light. "Unknown vessel," a voice boomed through the comms, guttural yet melodic. "You have entered restricted Tsar Quinn space. Power down your systems and prepare to be boarded." Elena straightened her uniform and stepped forward with resolve. "This is Admiral Elena Rodriguez of the Earth Ship Horizon. We come in peace and were unaware this region was restricted. We request diplomatic dialogue." A long pause followed before the alien voice responded with a mixture of surprise and amusement. "Earth, you are humans." "That is correct," Elena replied steadily. "Very well, human," came the response. "Your ship will be escorted to the nearest outpost. Any aggressive action will result in your immediate destruction." As communication cut off, Elena turned to her crew, determination etched on her face. "Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems we've stumbled into the galactic neighborhood a bit earlier than expected. Let's ensure we put our best foot forward." Arrival at Tsar Quinn Outpost. The journey to the alien outpost was tense but uneventful. Elena used this time to brief her crew on potential scenarios they might face during this unprecedented encounter with an advanced civilization. As they approached their destination, gasps filled the bridge as they beheld a massive structure. A glittering web of interconnected spheres and spires that seemed to defy physics itself. It dwarfed anything humanity had ever constructed. As they docked with a soft thud, Elena took a deep breath and prepared herself for what lay ahead. Commander Yamamoto and Dr. Chen, her chief scientist, accompanied her as they stepped off the horizon. Meeting the Zeran. They were met by a delegation of aliens known as the Zeran, tall, slender beings with iridescent skin that rippled with colors like oil on water. Their large, multifaceted eyes regarded the humans with curiosity. One stepped forward, its voice translating through unseen technology. "I am Overseer Oral of this sector. Welcome humans to the Galactic Confederation. We have been expecting you." Elena bowed slightly in what she hoped would be understood as respect. "Overseer Oral, we are honored to make your acquaintance. We come seeking peaceful exchange and mutual understanding." Oral's skin rippled with shades of blue and green as it replied. "A noble sentiment, Admiral Rodriguez. However, you must understand that your arrival here is problematic. The scheduling revelation. Elena felt her heart sink at Oral's words. Your species was not scheduled for first contact for another century at least. I'm afraid I don't understand, Elena said carefully. Of course you don't, Oral continued condescendingly. The Galactic Confederation maintains order in this sector of the galaxy. We monitor developing species and integrate them into our community when deemed ready. Dr. Chen interjected boldly. And who determines when a species is ready? Oral's skin flashed red, a sign of agitation or anger. We do. We have guided countless civilizations. It is our duty as the eldest races of this galaxy. The implications were staggering for Elena. How long had Earth been watched? How much of humanity's development had been influenced or controlled by these overseers? I see, Elena said slowly. And now that we're here, what happens next? Oral studied her intently before responding. That remains to be seen. Admiral. Its multifaceted eyes flickered with uncertainty as alarms suddenly blared throughout the station. Chaos unleashed, it seems, Oral muttered in disbelief as its skin turned almost translucent. That your arrival was not as unscheduled as we thought. The station shook violently. Through massive viewports, flashes of light illuminated distant chaos. Ships engaged in combat. A frantic voice filled their communication system. A large fleet using technology we've never encountered has just appeared at the edge of this system. They're hailing us in human languages. Elena's mind raced. How was this possible? The Horizon was supposed to be Earth's first interstellar ship. Overseer Oral, she said steadily despite her inner turmoil. I believe it's time we had a more in-depth discussion about humanity's place in this galaxy. With a small smile creeping onto her lips despite gravity's weight upon them all, she added softly yet confidently, it seems we may have some surprises for you after all. The first contact. Tensions rise. The atmosphere within the Tsar Quinn outpost was electric with tension. Alarms blared incessantly, and the station's corridors buzzed with frantic activity. Reports flooded in from all corners of the system, detailing the appearance of an unknown fleet that had seemingly materialized out of thin air. Admiral Elena Rodriguez stood tall on the bridge of the ESS Horizon, her posture radiating calm authority despite the chaos surrounding her. Admiral. Commander Takashi Yamamoto called out, his voice steady amidst the turmoil. We are receiving multiple hails from the Zarin fleet. They demand to know our intentions. Elena took a deep breath, her mind racing to formulate a response. The Zarin had been caught off guard by humanity's sudden arrival, and now they were faced with an unexpected show of force from Earth. The implications were staggering, but there was no time for hesitation. Open a channel, she commanded, her voice firm. Let's show them we mean business. A message of peace. The view screen flickered to life, revealing a stern-looking Zarin commander. His iridescent skin shifted through shades of red and orange, signaling agitation. Admiral Rodriguez, he began, his voice low and menacing. You claim to come in peace, yet your actions suggest otherwise. Explain the presence of your fleet at once. Elena met his gaze steadily, refusing to show any sign of weakness. Commander, she replied evenly, I assure you that we were as surprised by this development as you are. We came here seeking diplomatic relations and mutual understanding, not conflict. The Zarin commander narrowed his multifaceted eyes, clearly unconvinced. Your species has a history of aggression. How can we trust that this is not a ruse? Elena felt a surge of frustration, but kept her composure. Trust is built over time, she said calmly. Let us demonstrate our intentions through dialogue rather than hostility. The Galactic Council. As tensions simmered on the bridge, Overseer Oral's skin flickered in a spectrum of colors, reflecting its own unease. Admiral Rodriguez, it interjected, its voice softer but laced with urgency. The Galactic Confederation does not take kindly to surprises. We must convene an emergency council meeting to address this situation. Elena nodded in agreement. I believe that is wise. We need to establish communication with your leadership and clarify our position before things escalate further. Aurel gestured for Elena and her crew to follow as they made their way through the sprawling structure of the outpost. The architecture was breathtaking, an intricate blend of organic shapes and advanced technology that seemed to pulse with life. As they entered the council chamber, Elena was struck by the sight before her. Representatives from various advanced species sat in a semicircle, their forms diverse and alien yet undeniably intelligent. Each member exuded an aura of authority that demanded respect. A delicate balance. The council chamber buzzed with whispers as Aurel introduced Elena and her team. Esteemed members of the Galactic Council, Aurel began, its voice resonating throughout the room. We have gathered here today under unusual circumstances. Admiral Rodriguez represents humanity, a species that has unexpectedly entered our domain with a fleet of ships utilizing technology we do not fully understand. Elena stepped forward, feeling the weight of countless eyes upon her. Honorable members of the council, she began, her voice steady yet passionate. I stand before you not as a conqueror, but as an ambassador for my people. Humanity has reached out into the stars seeking knowledge and friendship, not conflict. The room fell silent as Elena spoke, her words hanging in the air like a fragile promise. Questions and concerns. A tall figure with shimmering blue skin raised a hand to speak. Admiral Rodriguez, it said in a deep voice filled with curiosity. How can we be certain that your intentions are genuine? Your species is still young in terms of galactic history. Elena nodded thoughtfully at the question. I understand your concerns completely, she replied earnestly. But consider this. Humanity has survived countless challenges on our home planet. Wars, famine, and environmental collapse, all while striving for progress and unity among ourselves. Another council member interjected sharply, their skin shifting to deep crimson hues. And yet you come armed with warships. What assurance do we have that you will not turn against us? Elena felt her heart race but maintained her composure. Our fleet is equipped for defense only, she stated firmly. We have no desire for conquest or domination. Our goal is to learn from you and share our knowledge. A surprising ally. Just then, a voice broke through the tension, a soft yet authoritative tone emanating from a small being with delicate features and luminescent skin. I believe Admiral Rodriguez speaks truthfully, said the being known as Lyra from the Lumari species, a race renowned for their wisdom and diplomacy across galaxies. Humanity has shown resilience in adversity. Perhaps it is time we extend our hand rather than raise our weapons. A murmur rippled through the council as members considered Lyra's words. Perhaps we should allow them to demonstrate their capabilities before making any rash decisions, another member suggested cautiously. Elena seized this opportunity to reinforce their commitment to peace. If given the chance, she proposed confidently, we can showcase our technological advancements and share knowledge about our Supernova project. The proposal, the mention of their Supernova project, sparked intrigue among the council members. What exactly is this Supernova project? Asked one representative with shimmering green skin. Elena took a deep breath before explaining their groundbreaking technology, the harnessing of energy from dying stars to power their ships and propel them across vast distances instantaneously. This technology could revolutionize space travel for all civilizations, she added passionately. The council members exchanged glances filled with curiosity and skepticism. Very well, Aurel finally declared after a long pause filled with deliberation. We shall allow you to demonstrate this technology under strict supervision. Preparing for demonstration. With an agreement reached, Elena felt a sense of relief wash over her. This was an opportunity for humanity to prove itself on the galactic stage. As they exited the council chamber, Commander Yamamoto approached Elena with concern etched on his face. Admiral, he said quietly, what if they don't react well? What if they see us as a threat? Elena placed a reassuring hand on his shoulder. We'll face whatever comes together, she replied confidently. Meanwhile, Dr. Chen had been busy gathering data on their Supernova project for presentation to the Council. "Admiral," he said excitedly as they regrouped on the bridge later that day, "I've compiled all necessary information regarding our technology. We're ready for tomorrow's demonstration." "Excellent work," Elena replied with pride in her team's efforts. The moment of truth. As night fell over Zar Quinn Outpost, Elena reflected on how far humanity had come, how close they were to forging alliances among advanced civilizations who had once viewed them as mere upstarts. Tomorrow would be crucial. It would determine humanity's role in this vast galaxy filled with wonders and dangers beyond comprehension. With renewed determination coursing through her veins, Elena prepared herself mentally for what lay ahead. This was just the beginning of humanity's journey among the stars, a journey filled with hope, challenges, and perhaps even friendship across galaxies. As dawn broke over Zar Quinn Outpost, illuminating its intricate structures in hues of gold and silver, a new day dawned not just for humanity, but potentially for all sentient beings across this galaxy. One where cooperation could triumph over conflict if only they dared to reach out across vast distances and embrace one another's differences. Tomorrow would reveal if humanity could truly become part of something greater than itself, a chance at unity amidst diversity, a chance at peace among stars. Secrets unveiled. The calm before the storm. As the tension in the Zar Quinn outpost escalated, Admiral Elena Rodriguez stood resolute on the bridge of the ESS Horizon. The alarms blared, and reports flooded in about the mysterious fleet that had just appeared. Her heart raced, but she maintained a calm exterior. This was a pivotal moment for humanity, and she needed to project confidence. "Commander Yamamoto," she said, her voice steady, "status report on our fleet." "We're operational, Admiral," he replied, his fingers flying over the control panel. "But we need to prepare for any potential hostilities. The Zarin are on high alert." Elena nodded, her mind racing with possibilities. The Zarin had already expressed their distrust of humanity. Now, with an unknown fleet at their doorstep, their fears could easily escalate into aggression. She needed to find a way to defuse the situation. A call for diplomacy. "Open a channel to the Zarin command," Elena ordered. "We need to communicate clearly that we are not here to provoke them." The view screen flickered and displayed a stern-looking Zarin commander, his iridescent skin shifting through shades of red and orange. "Admiral Rodriguez," he began, his voice low and menacing, "your arrival has complicated matters significantly." Elena took a deep breath. "Commander, I assure you that we had no knowledge of this fleet's existence until moments ago. We come in peace and wish to establish a dialogue." The Zarin commander narrowed his multifaceted eyes. "Your species is unpredictable. How can we trust you when your very presence threatens our stability?" Elena felt a surge of frustration, but kept her composure. "Trust is built through communication and understanding. Let us work together to investigate this unknown fleet before jumping to conclusions." The unraveling mystery. As the conversation continued, a technician on the bridge interrupted with urgent news. "Admiral, we're receiving data from our sensors. The unknown fleet is human." Elena's heart sank. "What do you mean? How is that possible?" The technician continued. "They're using technology that matches our Supernova project specifications. It appears they are part of a secret program we didn't know about." Elena exchanged glances with Commander Yamamoto and Dr. Chen, her chief scientist. This revelation was staggering. How could humanity have developed such advanced technology without her knowledge? Could it be possible that this fleet was created as a contingency plan? Dr. Chen speculated aloud. "It seems likely," Elena replied thoughtfully. "But why would they choose this moment to reveal themselves? A hidden agenda." Just then, the view screen flickered again, revealing Admiral David Chen, the commander of the Earth Defense Fleet, his expression serious and focused. "Admiral Rodriguez," he said urgently, "we need to discuss our next steps immediately." Elena nodded, and gestured for him to continue. The Zarin are mobilizing their forces in response to our arrival, Chen explained. We cannot afford any misunderstandings or miscommunications at this critical juncture. Elena felt the weight of responsibility pressing down on her shoulders. What do you propose? We must demonstrate our intentions clearly, Chen replied firmly. I suggest we send a delegation to meet with the Zarin leadership directly. Preparing for first contact. Elena considered this strategy carefully. A direct meeting could either solidify their position or escalate tensions further. Very well, she decided. I will lead the delegation myself along with Commander Yamamoto and Dr. Chen. As they prepared for their meeting with the Zarin leadership, Elena felt a mix of excitement and trepidation. This was humanity's chance to show that they were not just primitive upstarts but capable allies in an ever-expanding galaxy. The meeting of minds. The following day, Elena and her team arrived at the Grand Chamber of the Zarin Council, a breathtaking structure filled with shimmering lights and intricate designs that seemed alive with energy. As they entered, Elena was struck by the sight before her. Representatives from various advanced species sat in a semicircle, their forms diverse yet undeniably intelligent. Overseer Oral welcomed them with an air of authority that demanded respect. Admiral Rodriguez and your delegation, it began, its voice resonating throughout the chamber. We have gathered here under unusual circumstances. Elena stepped forward confidently. Honorable members of the council, she began, her voice steady yet passionate. We stand before you today, not as conquerors, but as partners seeking mutual understanding. A delicate balance. The council members exchanged glances filled with curiosity and skepticism. Your sudden appearance has raised many questions, one member said cautiously. How can we trust that your intentions are genuine? Elena nodded thoughtfully at the question. I understand your concerns completely, she replied earnestly. But consider this. Humanity has survived countless challenges on our home planet, wars, famine, and environmental collapse, all while striving for progress and unity among ourselves. Another council member interjected sharply. And yet you come armed with warships. What assurance do we have that you will not turn against us? Elena felt her heart race but maintained her composure. Our fleet is equipped for defense only, she stated firmly. We have no desire for conquest or domination. Our goal is to learn from you and share our knowledge. The proposal. Just then, Oral interjected again, its skin rippling with colors reflecting its thoughts. Perhaps we should allow you to demonstrate your capabilities before making any rash decisions, it suggested. Elena seized this opportunity to reinforce their commitment to peace. If given the chance, she proposed confidently, we can showcase our technological advancements, specifically our Supernova project. The mention of their Supernova project sparked intrigue among the council members. What exactly is this Supernova project? Asked one representative with shimmering green skin. Elena took a deep breath before explaining their groundbreaking technology, the harnessing of energy from dying stars to power their ships and propel them across vast distances instantaneously. This technology could revolutionize space travel for all civilizations, she added passionately. A new era. As discussions continued within the council chamber about humanity's potential contributions to galactic society, Elena felt a sense of hope blossom within her. This was more than just first contact. It was an opportunity for humanity to redefine its place in the universe, a chance at unity amidst diversity, a chance at peace among stars. With renewed determination coursing through her veins, Elena prepared herself mentally for what lay ahead. This was just the beginning of humanity's journey among advanced civilizations, a journey filled with hope and challenges that could reshape not only Earth's future, but also that of countless others across galaxies. As they concluded their meeting with cautious optimism lingering in the air like an unspoken promise, the stage was set for what would become one of history's most pivotal moments, the unveiling of humanity's unstoppable supernova fleet.